Aussie Villain, welcome to episode 104 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, and today we have a big episode because we host AC Milan in the second leg of our Champions League first knockout round. We only got a 1-1 draw at their place, so this is still very much a live tie, and then we host Chelsea. The run was dead, it was killed off last episode, but long live the run, we start again, and we're already up to 3 as you can see here. Let's have a look back on how those games went, starting with our trip to West Ham. We fell behind to a good strike from the edge of the area before some great work from Schweinsteiger set up Richarlison for the equaliser on 65 minutes. So there we go, this is how we rebounded from that loss. To be fair, I thought we played quite well. It was a decent performance. We just missed too many chances. Richarlison got the goal, as you saw. You can see I thought we dominated the game more or less. We were the better team in any case. Kai Havertz is just... well done, Stuart Webber. That was a really good signing. I'll give him credit. We didn't really need it, but he's been really good for us. Next up, we played Southampton. Kai Havertz got us underway, heading in a Canente free kick in the 4th minute. Terry Cook doubled our lead, climbing above his marker to head home a time-on cross. It was time-on who again provided the cross, this time for Bouvier to find the back of the net via a header. And we rounded off the scoring in stoppage time with an own goal from a Richarlison cross. And poor old Southampton, they copped one of our best performances of the season, I think. Look at that. Absolutely smashed them to pieces. Havertz, Cook, Bouvier and an own goal. But look at those match ratings. We absolutely played them off the park. It was a really good performance. It was, well, it just made you feel good inside. It was just a really good flashback to some of our best ever performances. Next up, we played Crystal Palace. Vlasic gave us the perfect start, smashing home a Terry Cook layoff. Bouvier doubled our lead, finishing well from a Vlasic pass. Vlasic got our third from the penalty spot before Palace pulled a goal back. Moments later, Bouvier got the goal of the game, finding a good finish at the end of a mazy run. Now, Palace were a decent team. They gave us a bit of a game here. I can see Lafont had to play well. They still scored 2. It was a Vlasic double and a Bouvier double that got the job done for us. Vlasic, he's not losing that spot in the first team to have it without a fight, which was good to see. So there we go. As I said, it was a good performance. They're a good team, to be fair to them as well. So there we go. That was another 3 points in the bag. And if we look at what all that means for the league tables, we will see that we are top. We're 4 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool have been dropping a few points lately as well. Though unfortunately they did beat Manchester United last time out. I was kind of hoping that they might drop a few more points there. But Chelsea, they're not really in the title race, but they're sort of best of the rest, aren't they? So that'll be a tough game for us second up. But first up, it's the Champions League. It's AC Milan. Let's have a look at what we're expecting from them. Now, we're expecting pretty much what we got from them last time. We are the favourites for this one. Now, if you remember in the first leg, we did kind of rest a few players because I was trying to protect their unbeaten run, and we lost that anyway. So Antonio Conte is their manager. They're a balanced, standard playing style. This is this weird formation that he used to play at Chelsea right at the start of the save when he was still managing them. So that's what we're going to get from them. We know roughly that already. We can see all the other information on them there. And this is a team we're sending out, and we are not mucking around. We are going for the jugular here. It's Lafont in goal. It's time-on Stark, Luis Felipe and Milo as the back four. Zamora and Canente in midfield. It's Rafinha, it's Havertz, it's Richarlison with the great man Schweinsteiger up top. Let's go score some goals. Now we do have, you can see there, Milo and Stark are booking away from a suspension. We have players that can come in for them, so it's not the end of the world, but, ideally we'd like to keep our defensive unit in check if we can. Tell them expect to pick up where they left off. Let's just, come on lads, keep your run going here. It's one of these, isn't it? You'd like to think we can get the job done. Because really, the main thing here is if we keep a clean sheet, we're through. But, as I've said before, I don't really know how to set a team up to do that. It's not particularly a strength of mine. So, we'll go for it and hope that, we get a few goals. And if they do happen to score one, we're already well in the distance in terms of goals. But we'll see how we go here. They have this weird formation. You do wonder exactly the best way to get... Part of me thinks you should be able to go through the middle, but they have the 3 centre-backs there as well. So, it's kind of... It's a weird formation, and it's one that I don't necessarily hate. I wouldn't mind... here we go. There's a good ball from Schweinsteiger out to Rafinha. He checks back in nicely, finds some space for Zamora. Just lost a little bit of momentum there, but Milo's on the overlap. Can he get across in? He's got down the side. Oh, it's deflected behind for a corner. Unlucky. That was a good, promising start, though, wasn't it? Here we go. In the 14th minute, can Canente produce a nice cross? He can. It's there. It's Nick Stark. He just can't quite get up to head it. What's happening here? Ball comes back in. It's headed away. Stark's there again. In for Zamora. Look at that run. It was a good run from Canente, and Canente does what Canente does. It's 1-0. 6 goals a year for him. Zamora with the assist, and that is 2-1 on aggregate. Doesn't change too much in terms of the actual game, the tie itself, because they needed to score anyway. So it doesn't mean that much. It's still an AC Milan needed goal, but it does give us the lead. It does give us the lead. It means if they do score a goal, we're not losing, of course. Which is good. A little bit of security, and we come straight back. I did say concentrate, boys. So let's hope you're going to do that here. There's Tar, of course, back at Goodison. Boo. I still can't believe he wanted to leave us. I just think that was just a silly, silly thing to do. But we've landed on our feet. We've done okay without him. Here we go again. Come on, boys. Now, Vargas, he got the goal in the first leg, didn't he? If I remember correctly. They're passing it around. Ramos is there, heads it away. Canente. Oh, it's not the best header. It's Andre Silva. It's been a long old highlight. I have a bad feeling no lead isn't going to last long. Havertz with a lungy tackle from behind there. Ramos is there. Oh, what's he done? What's he done? What's he done? It's 1-1. Our away goal is cancelled out, and I don't know what has happened there. We've just had a brain explosion after brain explosion. And suddenly the tie is very, very finely poised. Very finely poised. Because if they were to score again, what is Ramos doing there? What is he doing? A little bit of bad luck in that it's come back off of Lafont. But what is Luis Felipe doing? And we've come straight back again. Is it going to be an absolute goal fest? You don't want them in your home games in Europe. Here we go with Richarlison for Havertz. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Show us why we paid all that money for you. There we go. Rafinha! Oh, it's off the post. What a goal that would have been, but is that maybe just a sign it's not going to be our day? Come on, boys, come on. Let's give it a get creative here. Rafinha's picked up a knock. What sort of knock are we looking at here? Does it say potential foot injury? Is it a bruise? Is it a bruise? It is a bruised ankle. He's fine. We do have Vlasic on the bench, I guess. We could bring Gomez on and switch Richarlison to the right. How is this game close? Come on, boys. How is it even close? Havertz isn't having his best game. Yeah, I mean, that we were looking okay, and that goal really seems to have just sucked the life out of us. It's going to have to be an aggressive. I'm not happy with that, boys. I mean, as things stand, we're not going through yet. We do need to score another goal here. And obviously, we cannot afford to concede another goal, because if that was to happen, we would need 2, and then we'd be in all sorts. So it's going to be a nervy second half, and this wasn't supposed to be like this, boys. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Come on. Let's give it a demand more here. I mean, Havertz and Schweinsteiger the Germans aren't having a good game. You know, is that down to something we're doing wrong? Let's maybe take it off, work the ball into the box. Let's not be afraid to hit some early crosses in, perhaps. Here we go with a throw. Milo. It's headed away. He picks it up again. Second chance. Back post. Richarlison's there, and it's just over the bar. Oh, we saw Richarlison hit the post in the first half. Sorry, we saw Rafinha hit the post in the first half. Richarlison just over the bar there. There's a good ball in. It's headed away. Oh, loose pass from Rafinha. And are we going to pay a price on that? Come on, boy. It was a good tackle from Canente. That could be a goal-saving tackle. That was a stunning piece of defensive work. Now, can we make the most of it? Here we go with Taimon. I'm wondering if we want to look to exploit the flanks here, perhaps. It looks to be a little bit of space out there. Here we go with Canente. Out there for Milo. Can he get a good ball in? It's not the best. Tar's there. It's headed away. And again, Milo picks it up. This is the first time we've actually seen a little bit of sustained pressure since the early parts of the first half. Look out wide, Zamora. He does. He finds Taimon on the overlap. Can we get a good ball in? It's decent. It's Rafinha. Oh, how's he not scored? How have we not scored? This is not looking like it's going to be our day, is it? All right, we're going to make some changes here. We're going to bring Schiffers on for Schweinsteiger, who's just having an absolute nightmare. We're going to bring on Gomez for Richarlison, and we'll keep a sub up our sleeve just in case Rafinha takes a turn for the worst. But yeah, those two are just not having good days. Let's give it a get creative. We're dominating this game. It's Oh, and now we're going to lose Stark. Should we get through, we shouldn't, we're no guarantee of getting through here yet. Come on, boys. Come on. Demand more. Havertz isn't having a good game. I'm wondering if we take Vlasic on for him. And we go to extra time. Come on, boys. This is a lot more nervy than I thought it was going to be. All right, it's time for everyone to dig in. We don't want Stark getting himself sent off. I think we can trust him not to do that, but famous last words. Canente has had one hell of a game, hasn't he? I go back to that tackle again too, which we were in a little bit of trouble there, and he did wonderfully, wonderfully well. We'll give Kai Havertz just the start of this extra time and just see if he's gonna lift himself up a bit here, and if not, then we'll have Vlasic on the field because we know what Vlasic can do. Gomez is looking nervous. Havertz is looking a little bit tired as well, actually. So let's maybe just make that change. I don't know if we get another sub now or in extra time or not. Come on, boys. Demand more. Demand more. Are we going to... Look at this. How is this game close? How is it close? We've had 31 shots on goal and it's 1-1. This is absolutely ridiculous. Come on, boys. Let's give it a concentrate, maybe. We have a kickoff highlight, and I don't know. I don't think... Did we get a kickoff highlight in extra time usually? Let's give it a concentrate. Here we go. Here we go. Time 1 brings it down. It's there for Gomez. We just need one moment of just calmness and quality, and they're down to 10. All right, they're down to 10. This is an opportunity. I don't know. Do we want to attack? An away goal, as needless to say, absolutely kills us. Let's raise our tempo up a little bit now, and let's play with a little bit more width. And I think with a man up, we probably want to counter press, don't we? So that's a big help to us, but we've still got to go and win this game. I'll tell you what, we probably do now want to exploit the flanks, don't we? Come on, boys, come on. Do we have a good penalty taker on the bench, I wonder? What do we want here? Tactics, penalties. Havertz we've already taken off. Militao is on the bench and a decent penalty taker. If we can make a sub, let's make a sub. We can't make a sub. Okay, never mind that then. I can never remember what competitions you get the extra sub now in extra time. Oof, just for a second, I thought that time 1 header wasn't well placed, but it was. Oh, ye of little faith, manager Aussie Villain. Come on, Vlasic. Look, he's got an overlapping run there. It's Milo. Can he find? We've got a bit of height in the middle there now with Schiffers as well. It's Rafinha. Back out to Milo. Can we find Schiffers? It's not the best cross. Zamora's there. Zamora for Canente. It's a good ball for Gomez. Back for Taimon. I wouldn't fancy a Taimon goal. He gets a cross in. It's blocked. Come on, boys. This is good pressure. Just find that one moment. We just need a moment. We need a bit of composure. Here it is with Canente. Here it is with Canente! And again, we can't find the back of the bloody net. Come on, boys. Push forward. Push forward. We don't want penalties. We're going to get penalties. How has this game gone to penalties? How has it gone? We've absolutely played them off the park for 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and it's gone to penalties. Vlasic. Oh, that's a penalty from Vlasic. Look at that. Look at that. All right. We need Lafont to come up big for us here. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Lafont. Went the right way. Just couldn't quite get the job done. It's Sergio Gomez. Second half sub, of course. Come on, Sergio. That's not good. That is not good. Pinotto. Good name. Let's hope he's a bad penalty taker. Oh, it's in the bottom corner and we're in trouble. We're behind. Come on, Zamora. Come on, Zamora. There we go. All right, we're still alive, but we need a miss, don't we? Come on, Lafont, please, mate. Please, 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 please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it was a save or straight off. There was a save. Well done, Lafont. All right, we're back in business. It's Rafinha with his bruised ankle. I haven't seen him take many penalties. I don't know what he's like. Come on, Rafinha. He puts it in the back of the net. All right, we'll take that. All right, come on now. Let's make another save here, Lafont. It's Juan Marcelo, or Joao Marcelo. Come on, Lafont. Makes another save, Lafont. That's why he's the best goalkeeper in the world. That's why he's in the FIFA 11. Come on, all right. Who's up next? Who's up next? Who's up next? It's Canente. If there's one man that deserves to be a hero this game, it is definitely Canente. Now, do we win this if we score? I think we might. I think we might. Because they have 2, we'll have 4. This will win it for us. Come on, Canente. Come on, Canente. Oh, it is. All right, well, we made really, really hard work of that. But we've got through. How was that game going to penalty? I do not understand. But anyway, we've got there in the end. Barely, by the skin of our Everton teeth, we have got there in the end. We've got away with one, boys, but we did get away with it. There we go. Penalty see us ed through. I don't know about you guys. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I have a Chelsea game in me. I'm just absolutely drained from that. That was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. But like I say, we got there, and we think we do have Canente to thank, don't we? He's just an absolute god of a player. And there we go. I don't know if I've showed you his attributes for a little while, but look at him go. Look at him go. 17 passing, vision, everything. He's just everything. He's just got everything. He's physically an absolute monster. And let's remind ourselves, we paid £850,000 for him back in the day, so he's turned out okay for us, hasn't he? Anyway, guys, wait right there. It's Chelsea next in the league. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. We're about to host Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel, of course, our mortal enemy from his time at Paris, coach Chelsea. You can see we are the favourites. We're in decent form. As I said at the start of the episode, they're still third in the league, so they're still a good team. This is what we're expecting from them, an adventurous passing team. As I said, we know all about Thomas Tuchel from his time at Paris. We're expecting them to come out like this. We can see the heat map there. They're a little bit narrow, perhaps, high up the pitch. So we're going to try and get down the sides and maybe pass into space as well to try and get in behind them with the pace of Schweinsteiger. We can see their passing network and key passes there. This is the team we're sending out. A few changes here, and also a change in formation. So Lafont goes in goal. Time on Stuart Taylor. Luis Felipe and Eder Militao comes in to play right back. It's not Sanderberg. No, it is Sanderberg, isn't it? Sanderberg, Canente and Zamora in midfield. Rafinha and Lookman. Schweinsteiger up top. Come on, boys. So they have changed the way that we're expecting them to play a little bit, but that should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. We say do it for the fans. All right, let's give it maybe a passionate. Where are the fans here? Let's give the fans a performance here. Some calm. We have faith, and we'll get out there. Hopefully, we'll score some goals. Just take even 10% of our chances. That would be wonderful, guys. Just 10%. I don't feel like that's too much to ask. With the early kickoff on the Saturday as well, so we don't know how Liverpool has done as of yet. Anything, as long as we avoid defeat in a way, it kind of keeps the pressure on them. It means that if they drop points, then as things stand with 4 points, we can go to the derby and we can lose it and still be ahead of them. So as long as we can ideally try and keep that as the scenario, then I'll be relatively happy. But we just need to. We did some work during the week. I wouldn't during the week, but in between the two games on chance conversion, we did a session. But I don't think it's chance conversion necessarily. I don't know if it's the way I speak to the players or what it is. But it's too persistent, isn't it? There's a good ball back. Sanderberg finds the back of the net. It was a good knockdown from Stuart Taylor, who's come in for Nick Stark for this one. Of course, he's got a bit of a knock. Excellent knockdown down to Lookman, and Lookman gets the assist. But look at that, nicely done, Stuart Taylor, and good composure too from Lookman and Berg to both be found and then find the back of the net. Excellent stuff. Only the first goal this year for Sanderberg, but we'll take it and run. Sanderberg, you've got to be more aggressive than that, mate. You've got to be more aggressive. How are you going to cost us your goal? Come on, boys, get in front, get a block in here, get a block in. We're doing okay. Oh, there's a good cross, and that's a sitter. Oh, he's missed it. He's absolutely missed it. How has he missed that? I just don't know. He's been taking our chance conversion training sessions, I think. That's the only reason for that. Oh, so lucky, wasn't it? So lucky. Come on, boys. Let's demand more. This has been a good first half so far. Let's not throw it away in stoppage time. Looks like we might be... What has happened to Schweinsteiger this episode? He's been absolutely wonderful for us, and he has just disappeared. Who do we have? There's a Terry Cook up on the bench. Yeah, we do have Terry Cook on the bench for the second half here, so we can maybe look to bring him on. Give them a morale boost. Do we do maybe a calm, things are going well, you're capable of better? Just don't get complacent, I think. No, things are going well, you're capable of better. Instantly, I regret not saying don't get complacent, but that's just how it is, isn't it? We're going to tell the players here that aren't playing particularly well that we expect to see a little bit more of them. A lot of the changes for this game was down to match-fatigued players. The other player that was match-fatigued was actually Lafont. But, I mean, how fatigued can a goalkeeper be? You just stand there and watch the game for the most part. So, we're playing him anyway. He should be fine. But a lot of the other ones, Richarlison, we can see sort of the players that dropped out. A lot of them were down to just being match-fatigued, including Kai Havertz as well, which is why I was already thinking of maybe going with a DM in this one. Then when he was match-fatigued, I thought, yeah, we will do that. Looks like it was signed from the football gods. Let's give it a get creative here. I'd really like to try and get a second goal if we can. The other thing I'm wondering is, do we need to play, and we might actually do this, Schweinsteiger's a deep lying forward. Sometimes if there is no number 10, they can get a bit isolated up there. So let's try that, see if he drops back in, gets himself more involved. There's a good early ball. Schweinsteiger's onto that. Oh, maybe we don't need to worry. Oh, he's hit the post. How many times can we hit the post in a season? It's absolutely ridiculous. Here we go. Canente, a good free kick in. It's headed towards goal. Schweinsteiger's there. What is that defender doing? I don't care because it's 2-0. Schweinsteiger gets his goal, but I do not understand what that Chelsea defender was thinking. Absolutely just a brain explosion there from him. What has he done? Stuart Taylor's putting him under pressure. He's just headed it. It's a wonderful assist. Schweinsteiger couldn't miss. He played him on side as well with a header. He's probably offside if it had been a Taylor header down. So that's absolutely perfect. We've given them a concentrate shout preemptively, which is perfect as well. And we might even throw some praise their way in a second here. This is looking much, much better all of a sudden. All right, let's maybe look to make some changes here. We have a week off before Middlesbrough in the league. But I'm thinking we'll try and keep a few players fresh here if we can. Let's give Cadente a rest. I think he's earned it. We'll bring Black on for him. He can play as a Mazzella, so that's fine. And I think that's all we need to do there. We'll keep a sub up our sleeves just because we don't want to go down to 10 men should things go a little bit wrong in terms of an injury or something. Get that away, we can. It's not really fully cleared though. We don't want this coming back to 2-1 if we can help it. It's a decent effort. It's just past the post from Vanden Top. Love that name. Love that name. Never heard of him. He must be a regen, more than likely. He's Dutch. With a name like Vanden Top, you would probably suspect as much. But there we go. Let's give it a concentrate here. Just make sure we're going to see this out. Rafinha, can we wrap it up from the corner? It's a decent ball in. It's headed away. Rafinha should get another chance out that he does. Zamora is there. Again, it's headed away. Berg should pick it up. Oh, not quite. Are we going to get caught out on the break here? We might just need to start and close this thing down a little bit, actually. Vanden Top, loose pass. Berg pounces. What can he do here? It's a decent ball for Lookman. Can he pick out Terry Cook up top? He finds Zamora instead. Zamora for Black. Oh, Callum Black, almost. It would have been his first goal for the club. I don't remember him did he get... We might have got one or two earlier on when we first signed him. I can't completely remember, but it would have been one of his first goals for the club anyway. We'll sit the fullbacks back. We've got a couple of minutes to go here. This has been a really, really good performance so far. Let's not jinx it, but so far against a decent enough team. Third in the league, of course. Black wins the header. Can't quite find our man there, but we've picked it up with Stuart Taylor. Up for Lookman. Lookman, good early ball for Rafinha! Oh, he should have squared it. Should have squared it. Cook was there. No doubt screaming for it. He's got himself, and you can't really blame him, to be honest, but this is much better. Much, much better. This should be it. 15 seconds to go. We're not going to lose the game. We've come back to Goodison, and we've put on a much better performance than we did in the Champions League, that's for sure. But ultimately, there was no real damage done in the Champions League. We are without Stark for the quarterfinal, first leg. But otherwise, we got through Champions League. We put in a really, really good performance against Chelsea. It wasn't as close as the match stats make that look, was it? They really didn't have too much by way of chances. Let's say don't get complacent ahead of the next game, and on we go. So there we go. Quality of possession provides victory. Get that up your Thomas Tuchel. That makes up for some of the Champions League defeats back in the early days. And there we go. A quick glance at the league table. As I said, it was the early kickoff, but pressure on Liverpool, isn't it? They're 7 points behind now. They basically have to win. We don't know who we've got yet in the semi-finals. Sorry, why am I keep saying semi-finals? In the quarterfinals of the Champions League. You can see we're still a little ways away from that yet. But what we'll do is we'll come back next episode. We'll have the draw. We'll have the first leg of that quarterfinal. And then we'll have Liverpool away in the derby as well. So that is going to be all fun and games next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.